What is up, guys? My name's D-Free. Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video. For one, I'm sorry if there was like a brief pause there. My recorder didn't tell me it was live, so hopefully there isn't too much of one in the beginning. I know sometimes I do that, so forgive me. Anyways, we're going to talk about the new stuff that was added to Japanese version of the game. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Subscribe if you happen to be new for more content. After this, I'm going to get back to recording because I've been hard at work today. A lot of stuff is happening, man. So we have a physical Kami Dokkan Awakening, AGL, Great Ape Goku Awakening. The new World Tournament Reward is a new Vegito. We'll talk about it. Intelligence Jackie Chun again, and then Ranfan. If you guys know who that is, we'll get to her in a minute. And the STR Yamcha, so physical Kami's Dokkan Awakening, we will talk about first. So this is one that's from the Dragon Ball Saga's Summon banner. And let's look at it max, and it's loading up to V3. I don't really like V3 because V3 doesn't like to work for me properly, and also because I don't know how to use it so good. Overlay. How about we just kill V3, okay? Because V3 no like to work the way I like it. I like the simple game cards. God is pointing the way. God. Oh, okay, cool. Energy of all attributes, 3 HP and defense, plus 3 key and HP and defense plus 40%. So he's still a rainbow leader. He was like a 2-key rainbow leader way back. Give the super extra large damage to the opponent, greatly reduce the defense. I'm pretty sure that's supreme. All allies get 2-key and 25% attack and defense. He gets the rebirth link. Kami's not a bad unit, to be honest. He is not a bad unit. That's a very good passive, to be fair. A rainbow-based support, too. So he's one of the best ones in the game for all types, all colors, and all situations. Has a lot of HP, too. Just don't expect much from him otherwise. But very good unit, to be fair, for what he's used for. Greatly reduces enemies' defense. Another super-based unit. Not Dragon Ball Super, but super unit right here. That actually can do that, too. Super physical unit. So, anyways, nothing really else to talk about as far as Kami goes. He doesn't offer a whole lot to the super physical team aside from being a support unit. But unfortunately, they have a lot of guys that are kind of good for that anyway. So I think Super Physical is one of the ones that's stacked with a lot of really, really good physical or like support units. Just physical in general stacked with a lot of them. So anyways, the AGL Great Ape Goku Awakens 2. Sorry, V3. Goodbye. How about that? Hakai! I'm going to do that every time too because it's a lot easier for me on here. Mainly because of translations. I don't know how to work the translation. Don't tell me. I'll figure it out on my own. Also because I like the layout a little better. So this is the awakening for Goku. Can we see the art? Can we see the art? Can we see the character? All right, well, I'm going to show you guys the character. So I like it. It's pretty cool. We got the ape in the background, Nimbus, all that stuff. I appreciate the card art on some of these cards. Of course, it looks a lot better with all the effects and such. Assault of the best. Okay. Give the super oversized damage, so supreme, energy of all attributes, attack and defense, but no HP. Man, if y'all could just give HP and attack, come on. Of its own attack at the start of the turn, and defense 70% up, and sometimes large monkey of. Oh, okay. So at the start of the turn, he gives himself 70% attack and defense. Not a bad passive. And then sometimes he'll go into his ape form, of course, like every other great ape in the game. And he just picks up the rebirth link. This is all happening for the 21st World Tournament celebration. If you're familiar with the original series, I think that was the very first World Tournament that Goku participated in back in Dragon Ball, the 21st one. So keep that in mind as well. We're going to open up the VEGITO, which I didn't mean to. I like to open it in another tab because it's easier for me to manage it. I'm going to go ahead and do this. So we pulled up VEGITO here. Combat Force of Buchigiri, excuse me. VEGITO, speaking of Buchigiri, something like that, I'm going to do a video on that other new game and the news that we talked about. But that'll be a different video. Make sure you subscribe for that. It should come out later today or tomorrow. I don't know. Super oversized damage, and 1 turn allies get 20% attack up. So a generic ability to most VEGITO cards in the game at this point. So this is where he gets a little bit different. This is the World Tournament unit, by the way. He's a super AGL unit, so AGL-based unit. Attack to the first and defense. So if he's the first attacker, he gets 100% defense up. 1,000 would have been busted. So he gets 100% up, and allies get 30% up of the Ultra attribute. I don't know if that means AGL or no, it means super. So all the hero units get the ally boost. I believe that's what it says. So like anybody that can be on a VEGITO blue team, for example, will get that. If I'm correct, then great. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. That's fine. Combat ethics Saiyan, that's Saiyan warrior race. Saiyan blood is Saiyan lineage. Linsen readiness is prepare for battle or ready for war. She pardoned from power soul by God, whatever that says. United warrior, that one's pretty obvious. Fused fighter. And brain school is brainy axe. Now, my thoughts on the Vegito. You guys have been asking me. I don't think he is particularly good, but I think that there's a bubble for that. I think that he's really good for a world tournament unit. Really, really good for a world tournament unit. Like, they've had like 3 or 4 world tournament units that have been transcendently good, for lack of a better term. Like, and I think he's one of them. I just don't think that he's so good aside from there. But he's a good option if you're lacking options or you want like another option. Let's look at like his max. There we go. There we go, max. So he has decent stats, a decent defensive stat. He'll have probably a low potential system, which you can check, but I'm not going to do all that right now. Is it going to show me here? I think V3 shows it. Damn it, V3! So I don't like the fact that he's forced to go into the first slot. This right here is not actually that big of a buff. Due to the way that it's calculated in the game, it says 20%, but I think it happens so late that it really does not amount to that much damage. It's not a good thing. Like, this is just kind of here. I don't know why they even give this at this point. I'm probably underselling it, but trust me, it doesn't amount to that much damage. You can test it out yourself. Aside from that, the defense up thing is cool. Like, it gives you incentive to put him there because he can tank the hits. But then at the same time, you might as well just run him as off-rotation fodder to support the other units that are on the team. That's his real purpose, is to be a support unit offensively. You know, but they give you the defensive incentive to put him in the first slot. But by putting him there, you kill your rotations, which he becomes dead weight. If you're not lacking options. If you have a semi-decent AGL team even, he doesn't really deserve a slot as an on-rotation unit. So that's just my thoughts on him. If you want to run him, that's fine. Totally up to you. I'm just giving you guys the insight on the card. I do like the art, and I love the way it just faded in, by the way. So we're moving on to the Intelligence Jackie, Chun or Chun. And we'll open up the other one as well. Okay, so this is the original one. I don't know what this card's actually for, though. Oh, hey, it's actually translated this time. That's neat. Maybe it's been translated the last couple of times, and I didn't even bother to read it. Wait. Okay, so I have to click the card for the Dokkan. Okay. Max Tenkaichi Budokai is a leader skill. So he's actually a world tournament category leader. That's awesome. Energy +2, HP attacking defense up by 50%. Seals super attacks and super oversized damage. I think that's Supreme once again. Wow. Okay, Supreme Warrior Tenkaichi Budokai winner. Guidance of the Dragon Balls. That's a Dragon Ball based link. Mysterious Adventure, another one. Brain Faction, that's Brainiacs, the same link we were just looking at. And Gentleman, let's see his Awakening. 3 key and 70% attack and defense. Why you don't give HP though? Seals and super oversized damage to your opponent. There's actually details here. Oh, okay. Calculations, that's where all that is. 140 key multiplier. My goodness, that's really high actually. And then he picks up Rebirth. All right. I like it, man. I like it. I like the card. I like the idea. I wonder what he's for, though. I don't know what he's for. We'll figure that out. Physical Ranfan. And, oh, you know what they could be for? You know what these 3 could be for? Is, since they're awakening these units, they could... Oh, by the way, shout out to Reddit. I don't know if I even shouted them out like always. Since they're awakening those units, they could probably be making a World Tournament banner again. And they're going to include these units in it. So keep that in mind. And I assume the Roshi will awaken with World Tournament medals. And we have Ronfan, excuse me. El Enfant. Oh, okay. That's an interesting name. Peachy Girl category leader. Oh, my God. That's the category that features, like, every female character in the game. It's awesome. Stuns your sex appeal strategy. What? Oh, my God. Forbidden sex appeal tactics. Okay. All right, game. All right, I feel it. Well, I mean, if you know the show, she basically strips down to her bra and panties and she tries to seduce. So, guard is further damage 40% reduced and determined. So she is able to block 40% of the damage only during this turn. So I assume on the first turn she gets 100% up and then she's able to block for 40%. So correct me if I'm mistaken, but she has pretty much the same link set as Roshi to a degree. Battlefield Diva is there as well. Last unit is Yamcha, new Yamcha. I like it. Dragon Ball Yamcha too. I like it. He doesn't have the long hair though. So first cut. The first step as a martial artist, Yamcha, Tenkaichi Budokai category leader. So he's another one of them. Okay. He just isn't as good. Okay, that's fair. Give the oversized damage. I think that's huge damage. What is that? Is this the Roga Fufu Ken? That's the Wolf Fang Fist. To reduce attack, so just normal reduction. He gives himself 3 ki and attack plus 40% for 7 turns. Huh. All right. Not bad, but not spectacular. But it's an SR card. So to be fair, it is what it is. Anyways, that is it. We have translations on all that stuff. I went through all of it. Make sure you subscribe to Dokkan Reddit. Make sure you subscribe to me for more content. That's a lot. I'll get back to you guys whenever more stuff comes out. Like the Frieza should be coming out sometime at the end of this week, maybe. Not this week, probably like early next week. And like the next 4 or 5 days, probably about then. I don't know exactly. Have an awesome day. Thank you. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.